Good morning. So this reading is for Thursday, March 20th, and let's get some details around past energy. Two more. One more on current energy. And future energy. So looking here, bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant showing up. So the Hierophant is a spiritual union, and it feels like whatever's taking place here, I'm getting a lot of clarity with this one. It feels like there's somebody here that's on your path, and you do recognize that this person is on your path for a specific reason. There is some sort of mission and purpose the two of you have together, and you are very much in tune with this person and very much in tune with their energy. It feels like a natural soul connection here. So when I look at the past energy, I have the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands showing up, Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands indicates movement here, but maybe even conversation around what you were trying to accomplish, what your stability looks like, what your future looks like. Page of Pentacles, again, with the conversation. So it feels like it's both movement and conversation here, really focused on your stability, and that everything that you were doing and all the decisions that you were making in this past was coming from a very balanced, very nourished, stable energy where you didn't feel like you were lacking for anything. It was more about growing something. And with the Six of Wands, I mean, this is a card of success, overcoming obstacles and challenges, really experiencing all of the fruits of your labor, all of the benefits of being able to move forward from a place that feels, I'm getting the word healed. So you might not be fully healed, you might be mostly healed or healed enough to really be in that stable energy. And I say that because of the current energy. So in the current energy here, we have the Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. This to me feels like you're releasing a lot of burdens and responsibilities, things that just no longer serve you, old responsibilities, old ways of thinking and behaving. And it feels a lot like putting in a tremendous amount of effort and not getting a lot in return. That mentality of, if I just keep doing it, if I just work more hours, and if I just keep doing this, this, and this, it doesn't add up to what you think it does. It's creating, because I'm getting diminishing returns. And so if you do something and you get this reward, like let's say that you earn your paycheck, all of it, but you actually hit a breaking point. If you start working a lot of overtime and you start kind of increasing your hours in that way, yes, top line, you end up making more money, but did it push you into another tax bracket? How much more are you paying in taxes? Now, what does your take home look like? Because if you look at it from a percentage standpoint, what your take home pay, it's going to get lower over time. And so there is that kind of a breaking point to say, okay, that's all the effort that needs to be put into the situation. That's the breaking point. I need to kind of balance that against my sanity and be able to move on, because that Ace of Pentacles indicates that you're leaving that behind. You're embracing something new here. You're setting yourself up for a more stable future than what you just came out of. When I look at the future energy here, I'm getting the Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Six of Swords. So the Knight of Cups is movement, and so is the Six of Swords, which is why I was smiling when I was putting these cards down, because it is full steam ahead. There is no holding you back. Page of Wands, more action, more movement. I love the way that this is coming across. This is about you taking some sort of initiative to go after exactly what you want. But it's your entire body. It's your mind, your soul, all of it is going together. There is no disconnect anymore between your head and your heart. Very much in alignment with your path as well. So it's not even just about where you are at the moment, you are on the right path. And I'm drawn to the Hierophant showing up at the bottom of the deck, that strong soul connection, that material manifestation of a soul connection. So let's get some additional details here. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, I'm getting the Ace of Swords. Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups. With the Six of Wands, I'm getting the Judgment card showing up here. So clarifying this Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. So conversation around the path that you're going, feeling very stable, very nourished, all of it. Clarifying that is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is clarity, but it's also helping you identify what you need to leave behind. Where is that kind of pivot point? At what point do you say, it's not worth putting any extra effort or energy into a situation because I'm just not getting anything out of it? And so this feels like a learning that you experienced in the past. With the Page of Pentacles, I'm getting the Five of Cups. Page of Pentacles, again, with the conversation, really focused on your long-term stability and exactly what you're trying to accomplish here. The Five of Cups indicates that you're shifting your perspective on things. This is the pivot point. This is the change that's been taking place. You are making an emotional change and have been making an emotional change. And again, it's about seeing things from a different perspective with that Five of Cups. You're focused on, okay, well, I know that if I do so much, I'll get to a point where I'm now sacrificing other things in order to keep going and keep putting energy and effort into this situation. So I'm going to stop because I need to balance other areas of my life at the same time. With the Six of Wands, I'm getting the Judgment card. And so a lot of success in you making a very clear decision to focus on yourself, focus on your stability, nurture yourself, and really pay attention to that breaking point. At what point do you start getting that diminishing returns? It feels like if I can get the words out, that is the decision point that you made. That's the shift in perspective. That's the pivot point. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Ten of Wands, I'm getting the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is one of the marriage cards within tarot. We have the Hierophant out here. It's the only reason I'm calling it out. If you're not interested in that kind of union here, Four of Wands is a reason to celebrate. It's the actual wedding ceremony within tarot. And so having that clarified, the Ten of Wands, means that you putting down all of those burdens and responsibilities is a reason to celebrate. This is working in your favor. This is the right decision for you. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles is the Two of Swords. The choice is yours. What you let go of, what you hold on to, the shift in perspective, these are all choices that you're making. And so the Two of Swords is about standing at a crossroads, trying to figure out exactly what you need to do. Because what's happening here, as you make this pivot point and you're shifting your direction, you're actually opening up opportunities. As you release something from your life, you're making room for something else to come in and take that space. And so this is where you get to make a decision on what fills that space. Ace of Pentacles with the Empress. So harmony, balance. This is Venus energy. Venus rules relationships. Again, we have a couple marriage cards out here, so not applicable to everybody, but for some of you it is. And so I'm calling it out. But this really is harmony, balance, focusing on what you love, what you value, building a future here that is heart-focused and nurturing and stable. All of these really important things. It's not just about, I'm going to work myself until I have X amount in the bank. It's like, well, I'm going to work myself until I feel comfortable. And I'm going to make room in my life for my family, for my friends, even this soul connection. I'm making space for more emotional fulfillment. And that's what this tells me. This is the decision that you're making. You're being presented with a path that will lead that way. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. With the Knight of Cups, I am getting the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is about you standing up and fighting for what you want. So with the Knight of Cups energy, you really are going after exactly what you want. So if there's anybody along your path or anybody trying to intervene to say, is that really what you want? Or questioning you in some way, you're not really going to entertain that. You're going to fight for exactly what you want here. It's not about giving in to somebody else's dreams. It's about you pursuing yours. Clarifying it, the Page of Wands is the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles, a lot of stability. We've got the Queen of Pentacles showing up in the past. I've got the King of Pentacles showing up in the future. You can do whatever you want with the genders. It's just about the energy of the cards. But again, I'm going to call out, we have a lot of marriage cards out here, and these two are counterparts. The Queen and the King of Pentacles are very long-term, stable people. They would nurture a relationship and allow it to grow over time. And so when I see that showing up with the Page of Wands, this tells me that you're going to move in a direction, again, spiritual union, this person meant to be on your path, that they're like-minded for sure, but they have similar goals, similar interests. They view stability in the same way. Page of Wands feels like you're going to come to some sort of an alignment or an agreement that says, this is the direction that we're going to go. These are the steps that we're going to take in order to build this kind of life, because there's a lot of pentacles that are showing up here. And so this could be career, this could be love and romance. It could really be any area of your life, but the amount of stability coming through and the longevity connected to this, because this is not a fast moving energy, allow it to take place over time. That's what the King and Queen are all about. It's not about making these quick decisions and these impulsive responses. It's let's make the right decision. Let's set things up for long-term success and make that a reality. The Page of Wands, let's start taking action to implement this. Clarifying the Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, same energy. The Six of Swords is about moving on, moving forward. Knight of Pentacles, really learning information as you go and just being open to making changes along the way. Allow the modification to take place. The last chapter that we came out of, the limitations and restrictions were built as a way to almost protect us from having to learn additional information or make some sort of different decision. This feels very different, like dramatically different. Being open and receptive to new information and allowing yourself to make adjustments to your decisions along the way. It's okay to go back and kind of rethink things. That's the whole point. And so this does indicate that it's just going to keep moving forward. There's going to be a lot of learnings along the way, but it feels very different than the last chapter. So this is the reading for Thursday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.